Alright, hey, what's up YouTube? This is Graham from ColinNGrahamGaming, and today I'm starting my franchise mode series on Madden 12. I decided to go ahead and start a new one. This is going to be my current series for the channel. Colin has Minecraft and Happy Wheels and a few other things, as you guys know, but I really don't have one. And now that I decided, I finally know how to. I have the HD PVR, and I know how to do live commentary now. So I figured I would go ahead and do this. So basically, if you're a Madden fan, you know what franchise mode is. If you don't, it's where you can choose somewhere between 1 to 32 of the NFL teams, and basically you become the head coach. You can release players, trade players, sign new players, and you can play the teams and basically just decide what happens with the franchise. Hint, hint, that's why it's called franchise mode. This is Madden 12. It's sort of retro because Madden 13, every big Madden fan already has Madden 13, but I'm still on Madden 12, so maybe this will be a little reminiscing for some people to remember the good days of Madden 12. So yeah, I guess that's enough of the blabber. As some of you may know from our early videos on the channel, my favorite NFL team is the Denver Broncos. They've been my favorite team for like 9 years or so, and I'm only in high school. They've been my favorite team my whole life. I really don't know why, because I'm not from Denver or even Colorado. I just really have always liked the Broncos. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play the Broncos, and that's the only team we're going to play. So we're going to turn sim injuries off, because that's bullshit. Injuries off, salary cap off, quarter length we're going to make it 7 minutes because 5 is too short, but 10's too long, so 7 I guess is cool. We're going to turn fantasy draft on just to make things interesting. Trade deadline off, depth chart, user, re-sign players during the off season. Yeah, we'll let the CPU do that. Basement teams. Yeah, user, sign draft picks. Alright, well, no, fuck that. I guess we'll use it. Fill roster, user, sim cut days, user, edit player will be off. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the franchise. This is part 1 of the series. This series will probably be like 100 episodes long or so, because the games will probably be broken down into like 4 parts. And then the extra stuff will probably be a part in between each game, so that's going to take a while. So alright, so here we are, now we're in the draft. Wow, we have the 32nd pick, that's horrible. So, every team has their captains, and I figured your captain is basically the quarterback, so I guess our first pick is going to be the quarterback. Let's look at the top picks. We can get Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Michael Vick, Phillip Rivers, or Matthew Stafford. I think I'm gonna go with Manning. Manning is the best out of these guys, and I'm a personal fan of Eli Manning. All right, and we have the very next pick. So our offense captain is gonna be Eli Manning. So our defense captain is usually a linebacker, so we're going to go to middle linebacker. Oh, this is sweet. Brian Urlacher, hell yeah. Brian Urlacher, I'm sorry, I have to pick him. Nobody else. Alright, so Urlacher and Manning are our captains. So let's go ahead and pick up our second captains for offense and defense, which would usually be a halfback or a receiver. I think I'm going with halfback, because if we got a good quarterback, then that covers the passing situation. But we need a good running back. So Marshawn Lynch, Chris Johnson, Darren Sproles, Maud Bradshaw. I think I'm gonna go with Marshawn Lynch. He's better than everybody else. I don't know much about him though. Oh well. All right, we're the very next pick. On defense, we should probably pick up a cornerback. Woodson. Chris Game, I'm a personal fan to him. Even though he's not at the top of the screen, I'm going with him. Alright, so now we have 2 for offense, 2 for defense. Let's go ahead and get a receiver. Anquan Bolden. I've known him for quite a while. Alright, so we got a receiver. Let's see, I guess we should get a defensive tackle. Oh, Casey, I love how the first 5 to 10 rounds, all your guys are like all-stars, but then it slowly goes down into like the 80s and then the 70s, and then you end up having to draft a couple guys that are in the 60s. Kicker and punter, as you can see there, we're skipping over them because they're going to be like our 20th pick. Because, I mean, pretty much every starting kicker can, you know, make field goals and stuff, so we don't need the best in the league. I'm gonna have to get Tony Gonzalez. He's a solid tight end. If you don't know much about football or the players and you aren't a fan of Madden, this really isn't going to be your thing, and I apologize in advance because, well, actually, you're probably not watching this because you're already skipped over it. But if you are watching it just to see how it goes and you're not a Madden fan, thanks for watching, and I hope this can make you enjoy it a little more. And I'm going to skip over Wilson and Landry, and I'm going to go ahead and go to Dawkins because Dawkins is a personal favorite of mine. So we already have a quarterback. We have our running back. We don't have a fullback. We'll get the fullback in a few rounds. And then we'll pick up those in a little bit. Defensive end and a defensive tackle. Let's go ahead and get an outside linebacker. Julian Peterson, Jason Taylor. Known him. He's been around forever. I sort of, when I do the franchise modes, this isn't the first time of me doing this. A lot of it is like based on, you know, who's the best, but sometimes I just pick the guys that I've known forever, or I'm fans of them in real life, because then it's cool to play them. Antoine Bethia, he's the last guy in the 90s for the free safety, so we're going to go ahead and pick him up. I think I'm going to end the video when I'm done with the draft, because that'll be pushing 15 minutes, and I didn't want this to be a very long series, or I didn't want each episode to be really long. So, yeah. I guess we better go get we're going to get 2 tackles. Jamal Brown will be our starting right tackle. Let's see who our starting left tackle is going to be. We have to go down. Saffold. Roger Saffold is our starting right tackle. Alright, we don't have any guards either. So, Jason Brown is our starting left guard. That's going to get confusing. We have 2 Browns starting. And we need a right guard, so we're going with Jeff Hangartner. Interesting name. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get a center. Max Unger. I really don't know any of these guys. People don't really care about the linemen, but they're a huge part of the game, as you guys know if you're fans of football, which is probably most of you to some degree. Igor Olshansky. God, that guy sounds like a monster. I'm gonna draft him just because of his name. Sounds like he would kick your ass for looking at him the wrong way. We're gonna go ahead and skip down to Paul Kruger because we need a right outside linebacker. So he's our man. All right, we're pushing round 20 here. Let's go ahead and pick up another Will Allen. I've heard of him. We're going to go ahead and pick him up. Damn it, I should have gotten Andre Goodman. I like him. Oh well. Should we go ahead and look? See, the kickers and punters are still at 98 and 99. That's why we always wait. Let's go ahead and get a fullback, I guess. Owen Schmidt. Since that's already down to 75, we should go ahead and probably pick that up. Alright, let's see here. Wide receiver. Oh, we still only have 1. Hines Ward. He's only a 78. Maybe he's getting old. We're going to go with him. Let's see here. We should probably get another defensive end. Let's see. We already got a right. So let's get left. Kenyon Coleman. Sounds good to me. We're starting to push the guys that aren't starters. We already have 2. Alright, let's go ahead and get our backup. Actually, no. They're still at 83. We got 2 cornerbacks. Yeah, we should probably... we'll see. They're still at 98, 99. You know what? We're only at 2 receivers. Let's just get Hushmanzada. Just because he's a legend. To me, at least. I don't know if he's... I think he's recognized as a pretty good player. Jason Allen, Bradley Fletcher, Eric Wright, Shante Smith, Fabian Washington. I'm gonna go with this guy just because he has a pretty badass goatee, or whatever you call that. Alright, this video is already pushing it. I'll probably have to divide the draft into 2 parts, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the series. This is just the very beginning. There's gonna be about 90 or more parts. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.